Breaking news, the Speaker of the House of Representatives, Honorable Tajuddin Abbas, have raised alarm over the rising debts, that the borrowing is too much. What he's saying is that Nigeria is borrowing too much. Now, I will read for you so that you can hear by yourself. Now, the Speaker of the House of Representatives, Abbas Tajuddin, has warned that Nigerian debt has crossed the legal threshold, threatening fiscal sustainability. As a country, legally, we have a limit that we can borrow. Now, he said that it has crossed already what we have borrowed. At the WAPAC conference in Abuja, Abbas reveals that Nigeria's public debt hit 149.39 trillion naira, equivalent in dollar is $97 billion in the first quarter of 2025, up to 121.7 trillion naira the previous year. The debt to GDP ratio now stands at 52%, far above the 40% ceiling allowed by law. Listen, he describes the situation as a signal of strain on fiscal sustainability and urged stronger oversight and transparent borrowing. Abbas warned that several African countries were already spending more on debt servicing than on health or education, calling it a structural crisis that demands urgent attention. Listen to this. To address the risk, he announced plans for a West African Parliament debt oversight framework to harmonize reporting, set transparency standard, and empower Parliament with better data. He also pledged to strengthen Nigeria's accountability through public hearing on major borrowing and simplify debt report on citizens. Borrowing should support infrastructure, health, education, and industry that create jobs. Reckless debt that fuel consumption or corruption must be exposed and rejected, he said. Now, I will be posting some pictures in the slides so you can see how much we are owing from 2023 to now. First of all, in July 2023, Tinubu borrowed from World Bank $800 million. Now, the purpose of that loan, according to them, is to cushion the impact of fuel subsidy removal through National Subsidy Program, NET program. Now, others are posting it. You see, the Speaker of the House of Rep is the person that came and complained, raised an alarm that we are borrowing too much. If it's Peter Obi that come and complain now and say Nigeria has borrowed too much, people will start saying this man, he too the twerk. He too the twerk. You don't go find something, you don't go quiet for some time. Now it's not Peter Obi that is complaining. As a matter of fact, Peter Obi have taken 2 days break. For 2 days now, he's not talking. Now, the speaker is the one that complain that the debt is too much. This is something that we have been shouting. This is something that we have been talking. The amount of money that you are borrowing in this government is too much. Who is going to pay the money? Who is going to pay the money? The debt is too much. Thank God you hear from the speaker himself. Mr. Speaker, thank you so much for raising an alarm. Because this is something that I sat down yesterday in my house. I was just saying that this money that they are borrowing is too much. Some days, inside last week, we just had that World Bank have approved a loan for us. Who is going to pay all this money? Where is this money going to? Because a lot of contractors are complaining that they have not paid them their money. There are quite people that did contracts in this government that they have not paid them money. As Buhari's government was, there was no contractors that came out to complain that they are owing them money. Left, right, center, anybody you near now to buy something from you, they tell you, you know, they have not paid us our money. We did contract, they have not paid us. Every contractor is complaining. All of them are complaining. If they don't want to talk, I will touch it now here so that you can pay them their money. What is happening? All this money we are borrowing, what are they using the money for? I'm not saying don't borrow. Nobody is above to borrow money. But what I'm saying is that the money that we are borrowing is too much now. It's too much. Please, my president, President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, please, sir, I am begging you, sir, let us reduce the way we borrow money so that we'll borrow what we can pay. The borrowing is too much. Please, sir. Thank God your speaker have complained. That's why I'm bringing the news to my own fans so they can be aware. Because not all of them watch television to see the news. Not all of them check news. They see news, they just scroll. But if it's big nyash online, if they see nyash, they want to watch nyash. But if it's something about what is happening in the country, they don't want to pay attention. Please, let us be mindful of the amount of money we are borrowing, something we can pay back. Now, Allah, please. I bring you breaking news. I'm Marlon Shaibu. I'm the Spice creator. Yes, if I talk now, they say, what do you know about economy now? Do you know anything about economy? The government have to borrow to service the economy now. What if they talk except Marlon Shaibu? I don't know. What I know is that the money we are borrowing is too much. Even the Speaker of the House of Representatives just complained now. It's breaking news. Saying that the money is too. Did you see the last paragraph that I read for you? Listen to the last paragraph. He says that borrowing should support infrastructure, which I agree that they are doing roads. Lagos Coastal, Calabar Coastal Highway is working, and some other project that the Minister of Work and Housing have said they want to do. Health. We have not focused on our health. Kudos to the governor of Imo State. He have increased the doctor's salary. Education. Our education system is going down. I will not lie to you. It's going down. Industry that create job. We don't create job. We don't manufacture. We don't produce in this country. We don't produce. We are consuming nation. How will our economy even grow if we are not producing? That is why you see they are taxing us. Because they have to generate money. That is why they are taxing us. We don't produce. We are consumers. Even the ones that are producing, government have not supported them. The one that the government support, they chop the money. Please, let us mind the way we are borrowing money. If we are borrowing money, borrow money and put in somewhere that the money will yield benefit and will return the money back to where we collected the money from. Not to borrow and go and squander the money. No! If you borrow money and you do infrastructure, you do road, how do you want to get the money back to pay the loan? Please. Like I always say, I'm the Spice creator. Google me if you like. Don't Google me. That is your business. But please, everything I have said from the beginning to the end is allegedly, according to the speaker. Allegedly. Talk.